Are you having a hard time trying to get monetized on YouTube? Have you ever felt like why you can't ever get monetized when there are so many people on YouTube saying that it is super easy to get monetized and there are so many money printing niches, but why is it so difficult for you, for us, to get monetized and you can't find anyone who is actually making money on YouTube? Then you are in the right place. I have monetized 2 channels here on YouTube with AI content and 1 account in Instagram with AI content, and all 3 are different niches and categories. And through those journeys, I have learned precious lessons that I'm gonna share with you guys today. And the reason why this video matters to you is because if you are not a monetized channel or a small channel that just got monetized, I am your closest relatable future. There is a high chance your next step will look like mine. Not those big channels, nor channels with businesses, nor channels with fancy editing and professional content creators. Right here, just like me, with no lighting, no studio, no camera, no professional editing skills, nor a team, a person with no special skills, just a normal guy like me. And because I know that there are way more people who are just like me with no content creating skills, nor special topic to talk about, nor professional lessons to share, but just trying to make money and struggling to find a way out of this hard life, just like me. So today I'm going to let you know the real dark truth about what it really is to get monetized on YouTube and what it means to become a YouTuber, and reveal the reality of what this YouTube world really looks like. But it is going to be extremely harsh to listen to. And because since I don't have to make any profit out from you guys, such as courses or any product at the moment, I don't have to lure you guys and say sweet things with clickbaits and just copy me and it is super easy, 100% free, or do this money printing niche, or just do as I tell you and you will get monetized. But if you watch this video once, by the end of this video, you will at least understand why there are so many videos telling you it is super easy to get monetized, but why you can't get monetized. And figure out what the real problem is that you have to solve in order to actually make profit out of YouTube. Since this filming is too hard for me, Avatar, please, you can take it from here. People think YouTube is easy. They think YouTube is money printing lazy job. First, I want you to think about this question and answer me. Which one you think is harder? Construction worker or a YouTuber? If you think YouTuber is easier and prints so much money like everyone says, do you have anyone who has made that much around you? I want you to stop and think about this. Well, for me, I was desperate to find out the truth. And the question was, is it really easy and fast and pays a lot of money like all the other gurus and YouTube and thumbnails say? I wanted to find out, especially with using AIs. And here is the truth that I found. First of all, in order to get monetized on YouTube, this was how my schedule was for 50 days for the first monetized channel. I woke up at 7 a.m. and work on YouTube until 2 p.m., which included creating content, studying tools that I didn't understand, researching about the tools, editing softwares, thumbnail designing softwares, testing out AI tools, failing, editing, brainstorming, writing script and uploading them, and things like that, and small skills that I needed to become a content creator. Then I go to work at 3 p.m. I punch out at 10 p.m. Then from there on, I continue whatever YouTube work I have left until I was done or until I go to sleep. And sometimes I didn't even sleep. And I did this over and over and over again, where I locked myself in. It was like an office home where I had a bed right in front of my computer so that I can wake up and get access to my computer right away after I wake up. And what about weekends? I wake up at 7 a.m. again, and from then on, it is full-time YouTube mode for the whole day. I didn't meet friends, nor take calls, nor play games, nor work out, nor read. I didn't do anything. I didn't waste a minute because I was really desperate to get out from this poverty and find a job or find a business that I can rely on to so that I can have a future with my family and kids and get married. Since I was that desperate, I did nothing but eat, sleep, work, and do YouTube. That was it. So for 50 days, I ran a comedic AI video channel, and I got monetized after 50 days. And the first pay I got for AdSense revenue was $200. Then I got a deal for $500 from a startup company and made them an AI video. Then that was it with the profit. The channel and the video started to die, something happened to the algorithm or the trend or whatever, it started to die and it started to make way less profit. So then I started another channel. I didn't want to rely on AdSense anymore, so I had to create some sort of different type of channel. So I created educational channel that taught AI skills, which was more like me testing out if the whole bubble of AI is true or not, just like this channel right now. And the schedules were the same, but this time it took me about like 70 days to get AdSense monetization. But fortunately, with educational channels, I actually started making money even before I got AdSense monetization. That's when I learned that there is a real big difference between just an entertainment channel and educational channel. Anyways, in 6 months, which is the total time I have operated this educational channel, I made $2,000 in total, which comes down to approximately $333 per month, which is extremely low for the effort that I had put into the channel. Most of the profit was made from branded content videos where I promote AI tools. AdSense was unbelievably low, probably like $100 per month after the monetization. So I was monetized for 3 months. So in total of AdSense profit, I made about $300 in total. All right, so now let's do the math, okay? How many hours have I put into YouTube per month? Let's say morning 5 hours and 2 hours at night. So 7 hours per day times 7 days of the week. So for the weekend, let's say I also worked 7 hours in average, which isn't true because I did way more than that during the weekend, but let's just downgrade a bit, okay? So that is 49 hours a week times 4 weeks is 196 hours per month. And now let's add them up to 8 months, starting from July 2025 to February 2026. That is 1,568 hours in total. Let's add all the profit I made, approximately 3K in total, right? Now let's divide it with the hours to get the hourly pay, which comes down to $1.91 per hour. So what do you guys think? This is the reality, and this is the truth of how much AI faceless channel YouTuber makes through affiliate marketing, AdSense, and branded content, and plus with the entertainment AI channel. What do you guys think? Let me ask these questions again. When you heard my workflow, was it easy to get monetized? Was it fast? Does it print heck load of money like all those gurus say? Do you think all this mess and effort is worth $3,000 per 8 months? Now let me ask you a final question. Do you have better skills than me at editing, script writing, AI tool skills, thumbnail designing skills, and so on? Just go check my channels and see if you have better skills than I do. Then how long do you think it will take you to get monetized? I'm not insulting you or disapproving you or discouraging you. I'm just trying to get to the truth and the reality, what it really looks like to you and me. So you and I, we probably watch the same videos who sell courses at the end where they start with money printing niche you should do in 2026, lazy method, just copy me, those kind of types of videos, right? And it took me, a person with no skills or knowledge, this much time and effort to watch their videos, try them out, doesn't work, fail, so start my own idea, then get monetized. It took me this long. How hard would it be for the people who have way less skills than I do? And these YouTubers say to these regular average people, they say, one click, one line prompt, boom, you create a viral video, website, an app, and now you will print money. You know why they have to put those thumbnails? So you will pay them money for their courses, which is in high chance be able to get access or learn from any other videos or websites for free. So now let's answer the question again. Do you still think those gurus are right about YouTube being easy to monetize and print heck load of money? Do you think they are correct? Now, let's talk about whose fault is it that we thought YouTube is easy and it prints heck load of money. It's not theirs, nor it's ours either. It is both. Think about it. Why do you think these thumbnails work, get tons of views? Right, because those thumbnails and the sweet words are what people really want to hear. How do you guys feel now about getting to know the truth from me? Does it feel good? Do you feel happy and encouraged by realizing the truth about the YouTube world? Hell no. It scares people and make them feel meaningless to work hard on YouTube or on anything since it pays you back with worthless money. People want to hear easy way, fast way, lazy way, which pays them back with tons of money. That is what people want to hear. Well, how do I know that these are true? Because I looked into myself deep enough to figure out when I was also giving up more than 10 channels, wasting 2 years of my life before these 2 monetized channels became successful. I gave those 10 channels up and wasted more than 2 years because these channels weren't easier than I thought, nor the course sellers were saying. I gave them up because it was too tiring and compensated way too low compared to my effort that I had put in, and compared to the fact that those gurus actually put up in the thumbnails and their videos. But it was my fault to have listened to their sweet, over-exaggerated information, because in my deep soul I wanted a way out of this poverty, but I didn't want it to work hard. That's why I fell for their sweet lies. And they caught me on that part and led me on buying multiple courses where I found no useful information than the free videos that I could easily get access to on YouTube's or other webs or whatsoever. But then, you see, course selling gurus, and I'm not saying all courses are bad, by the way, and there are great teachers, but to be honest, I don't think there are many of real good courses and teachers. Anyways, these gurus are going to comment or think, that is because David, you don't know the right way to print out money by YouTube. You know what? Actually, this is exactly true. Now, I want you to pay close attention to this part right here before I get into the next chapter where I will guide you guys on what to do next. They are right. I do not know the right way. It is actually impossible for a newbie like me, a beginner like me, to know the right way. Even if I was taught, I wouldn't be able to execute the right ideas since I have no experiences. Do you understand what I'm saying? Think of it this way. You are a level 1 player. Max is 100 level. So the max 100 level players come to you and one guy says, hey, I got to this point and now I know that leveling up is not important. You have to find a guild to grow fast. Go find a guild. Other guy says, no. You have to study raids, man, and dungeons, since that's what you're gonna be doing after max level for the rest of the game. So study now. Other guy comes and says, no. You gotta have a lot of money. Then what happens? Other teams are going to make ultimate weapons in exchange for the money you have. So just earn heckload of money in the game. Who has the right answer? Well, they are all correct. But the problem is that newbies wouldn't even know what the hell is a guild, a raid, ultimate weapon, or etc., which eventually means that newbies and beginners have to go through it themselves and play along in order to at least understand what the hell those max level guys were saying. Which leads to that everybody has to learn from their own mistakes as they fail along the way to success. No one can teach someone how to be successful because it is not your character. You yourself have to play your character. One more example, let's say one max level guy helped you out and made you a max level over just 1 hour. What do you think will happen next? With no knowledge and information about the skills, maps, monsters, and items, and game system, or whatsoever, you became max level. Who do you think is gonna let you into their party? Do you think you will have any clue how to play that game? Well, then what? You gotta study from the bottom anyways, even though you are a max level. Which means, again, that no one can teach you how to get monetized. No one can help you. You yourself have to take actions and fall and fail in order to even understand what max level guys meant, or at least see the next step towards the monetization, or maybe at least figure out that YouTube is not meant for you. You have to roll the dice yourself to see what comes next for you, your life, up to your front door. But if you don't take any actions and keep listening to the max level guys, what do you think is going to happen? You will eventually give up since your brain is overloaded with high complex information, which will discourage you to take one step forward because everything you do feels like you are doing something wrong because you feel like you already know all the answers. But your actions are level 1 newbie actions. No, actually, that's not the case. We do not know the answer because those are their answers. Because those answers came from max level players, it is their answers. It's not yours, which doesn't apply to you or us. Now let's talk a little bit about my failure. I didn't waste those 10 channels. I didn't fail those 10 channels. Even though YouTube stole and deleted and blocked everything that I have built and monetized within those 9 months, which you can see the full story in the card, by the way, that pops up right there. Those are not just a failure. They are not just mistakes. What I realized was that those failures were the small blocks that would lead me to higher steps and successes. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to come this far, which is not even that far. Anyways, well, the first one took me 50 days to get monetized. The next channel took me 70 days, but actually made money way before getting monetized, so that's that. And then the next channel, the Instagram, took me 27 days to get monetized and get 10K followers. All those failures led me to become better at every skills that I had or that I had to use to become a content creator. Then I realized what those gurus were actually doing. When they say it took them 15 minutes to build a video, 1 week to get monetized whatsoever. With those exaggerated information, I now could understand that it took them several years to get to the point where they are right now to be able to say that they can monetize quicker than before. When they say it took me 1 month to get monetized, now I know that it meant I have failed and tested for years and years and channels, and now I got better on YouTube. So now I can execute missions faster than ever and get monetized quicker. But they take out and remove all that context and just put out the sweet information that lures people into having false, twisted concept of making money on YouTube and give them false hope that there is a fast, quick, easy way, a special way that you don't have to fail so that the viewers will buy the course. Now, answer my question one more time, please. Have you got monetized through any sort of courses that you have taken so far? Did that monetized or not monetized channel pay you tons of money? And last one, do you know anyone near you or close to you who has made heck load of money like those gurus and became rich? I am guessing you have said no to all 3 questions because nothing in the world is easy, fast, and compensates a lot. Nothing or any sort of compensation comes to us without any cost or effort. If you think there is, that is just us wishful thinking, hoping that there is a lazy way because we humans are desperate to stop putting in effort into anything. We want to run away from stress and keep our brains safe from getting tired. That's on us actually. That part is our fault. So it is both of us, the viewers and the course sellers' fault for all the misconception on YouTube that it is easy and you can earn heck load of money effortlessly and fast. So now let me move on to what we or you should do after knowing all this truth and reality of the YouTube world. You are probably thinking, yo David, so you're just trying to get rid of the competitions and discourage people to not give it a try on YouTube. Honestly, if you think that, you've got it all backwards, my friend. Hell no. I am actually saving you time and money, where you don't have to purchase all those $3,000 overpriced, meaningless courses. And what I'm telling you to do next, if you want to get monetized, is take action right now. There's nothing I can do for you but to tell you that take actions. And knowing that it will be hard and will not compensate you as much as you have put the effort in right away, but I am sure and I can guarantee you that there are multiple ways you can create profit out of YouTube. But in order to open up your eyes and see the next money step, you have to keep pushing hard and take actions. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fast. You're going to fail a lot. You're going to be discouraged, but you gotta keep going and taking actions. You will never learn anything without failing or trying. You're never going to learn something by listening to some other people's success stories. Well, after failing, maybe you will end up realizing that you do not enjoy being a YouTuber. Maybe you will find that truth out after trying it out. Then that's good. Now you don't have to hold on to that small hope and regret where you always say, maybe I should be a YouTuber. You can get rid of that thought and be free from it and move on to other businesses or other works that you want to try out. So before I wrap up and summarize, let me tell you the questions that you might be thinking and the questions that I personally got from emails when I was running my 2 channels. And let me answer them real quick because the answer is so simple. But David, I don't have any editing skills. What should I do? Well, then learn, research, figure it out. There are tons of great basic information everywhere nowadays where you can get access to for free. Just go see my Instagram, my 2 zombie dead ownerless channels that YouTube took away from me. Do you think their editing is better than most of the videos that you see on YouTube? No, they suck. Even this video's editing suck. I know it, but it doesn't matter to me anymore. Those things don't matter. What matters to me is to level up, keep going, trying it out, and failing, taking actions. But then the next question may be, but David, I don't know what niche to start. Well, good. Figure it out. Try every niche. Have you ever thought about, all right, then I'm going to make 100 channels with 100 different niches and see what fits me? Nobody does that. That's too exaggerated, but this is what you should do. Figure it out. Try the niches out. Fail the channels like I did, then you will come down to a niche that you want to continue. You will find the answer. Take actions. But then again, David, I need a community to rely on. No, you don't. You do not. I was in a lot of communities and I have been alone. There is absolutely no difference. I'm sorry to tell you this, but just go deep into your heart and see why you actually want community. There's a high chance you just don't want to fail and get answers to any questions that you have instantly and quickly and not put in any effort. Simply put, you just want to be lazy. I'm sorry, but how do I know that? Because that answer was what I found about my questions when I dug deep into myself. Everything that I am telling you is everything that I have gone through and everything that I have found within myself deep inside my heart. Alright, so long story short, just do it, please. Stop watching videos on how to make money and just start right now and fail bunch, fail more, fail quicker, then you will learn, find, level up way faster than taking all those courses. Just follow this routine. A question comes up, research, try it out, fail, learn from the mistake, move on to the next question. Let's apply that into a real example. What niche should I do? Write down what you like and have interest in. Don't think too much. Just open a channel and start right away. There are tons of people who say, no, you gotta have business first. No, you gotta have a product first. No, you gotta have service to sell first. Look, nothing is perfectly prepared to launch before you launch it. Like Iron Man said, sometimes you gotta run before you can walk. Nothing comes clean and perfect. Those people who says you need to have business, you need to have product, build a service first or whatsoever. Look, that's like saying you gotta study raid, you gotta have the ultimate weapon to a level 1 beginner. So don't think about that. Just start from there. Just start from the questions that you found from your heart. Next step, you find yourself spending 5 hours thinking about logos, creating logos, designing, putting in tons of meaning to it. That is actually great. That is where you are right now and who you are right now. That is your level. You start from there. Then you realize, oh shoot, this is boring and no fun. I want to give up. Then what do? You give up the niche. You failed once. Now you move on. Next question. Why did I give up? Or what other niche should I try? Can you see something different? Now your questions start to change and develop step by step every time you try out, take action, fail, and ask a question again. So let's wrap up. Just start. Stop thinking and watching other people's videos. This part is epilogue. It's just like an extra for you. If you want to watch those how to make money, which niche prints money, or etc. kind of videos, from now on, don't go, oh my god, this is a crazy idea. This is the answer. I want to take your courses. I should follow this course. No. Don't do that. Go check out what tools do they use. How long have they been studying YouTube? How many times did they fail? What skills do they have that I can replicate or take from this video? You find them, then leave the video. This way, you will learn way more than taking courses and save way more money and even time. And plus, I have been in the teaching industry for 13 years, and this is what I learned. People are teachable when each individual are desperate to find the answer. On the other hand, you can't help or teach someone who doesn't want to find the answer, which means Like Jordan Belfort says, I can close anybody if they are closable. You can't close if they are not closable in the first place. That's what Jordan Belfort said. Same thing with teaching. Same thing with leveling up. No one can help you become something. It is us ourselves who has to take actions to learn and fail and change. If you're that person who is desperate to find the truth and the answer and a way out, whichever action you take and fail will lead to the next success. Alright, so thank you guys for watching the video, and I really hope you guys really make it on your monetization. Cheers, guys.
Thank you for watching David's AI Mastery.